Hello again and welcome to another training. In this training we will see how we can integrate our Magento webshop with Google Analytics so that we can take advantage of all these reports. And the way to do this is by integrating Google Analytics with Google Tag Manager, which is a middle step. And then we integrate the Google Tag Manager into Magento Admin. So if we start by going into Admin and then Property Settings, we see that we have our Google Analytics tracking ID here. And this ID will be included in our Google Tag Manager. So this also requires that you have an account here, and if you don't have one, you can always go into Magento Admin, and when you choose to enable Google Tag Manager, you can click here to sign up. So once in Google Tag Manager, you have a couple of options, and this is something that we can help you with. But the first step is to create a new tag, and this tag will be a script that will be fired, that will be used on all the pages on the webshop. So here we have a tag called Universal Analytics Page Views, and this is being used on all pages. So if we open this one up, we see that we are integrating with Google Analytics, and we are using the Universal Analytics, which is the new way of integrating to Google Analytics. We don't really want to use the old classic Google Analytics, so keep this in mind. Use the Universal Analytics. And here we also are configuring our tag with the tracking ID that we have here. But as you can see here, we have this variable inside a couple of brackets. This means that we are picking up the value from variables. So if I go in here and I scroll down, we see that we have our variable here, and it's just a constant variable that has this value, and this value is the same value that I have in Google Analytics. So when Google Tag Manager is integrated with Google Analytics, we can then copy the Google Tag Manager container ID, and we can then paste it into Magento Admin. And to find this configuration panel, go to Stores, Settings, Configuration, and then from the left menu you have the Analytics tab, and then you have Universal Analytics. And I'm not going to go through all of these settings. Most of them are self-explanatory, and you also have the recommended options that we in Vimo recommend based on our best practices. And if you want to know more about the settings, you can always hover the question mark to see an explanation what it does. And yeah, that's basically it, what you have to do. Then now if I save this, we have integrated Magento with Google Analytics. And I would like to show you one more thing, and that is the checkout behavior analysis. And with this, we can, if I go back to reporting and I scroll down to conversions, and then e-commerce, we have shopping analysis, and then we have checkout behavior analysis. With this, we can see how our customers are dropping off in the checkout process. So here we can see that we have 30 users in the cart overview, but we only have 27 that made it to the delivery method step. And during this period, we had 13 out of the 30 users that actually placed the order. In order to configure this, you have to go into Admin, and then under the right column View, you have the e-commerce settings. And here you should also enable the enhanced e-commerce settings, and then you can configure your funnel steps. So at number 1, we have the cart overview. then we have the delivery method, payment method, and finally we have the order confirmation. If I go back into Magento admin, now I need to log in again, admin, blah, blah, blah. And if I go back to stores, configuration, and then if I go down back to Universal Analytics, we have this setting, checkout behavior analysis. Here we need to make sure that we have the same settings. So here we have cart page, step number 1, shipping page, step number 2, payment step, 3, success page, 4. So this corresponds to this, which takes us back to this. And that's it. And have fun enjoying the stats on Google Analytics, and let us know if you have any questions. Bye bye.